Welcome to Publisher 2010. My name is Kathy Barker from Software Solutions, and this is a series of videos showing you what's new in Publisher 2010. The first thing you'll notice when you open Publisher 2010 is there's such a big change in the interface. For example, starting with toolbars, in Publisher 2003 you had a variety of toolbars, but now you have one. And this toolbar has a name. It's called the Quick Access Toolbar, and it appears by default in the top left of your screen. Now the idea of this toolbar is to host shortcut buttons, and it has three for starters: a save button, an undo button, and a redo button. But the whole idea is that we want to add a lot more shortcuts to this toolbar. But by having it sitting up in the top left of your screen, once you start adding buttons, in a short amount of time it starts banging ahead with the name of the publication in the title bar. So my first recommendation to you is to get the Quick Access Toolbar not above the ribbon, which by the way is this big huge panel, but below the ribbon. So I'm going to ask you to click the Customize Quick Access Toolbar button and ask you to click the option Show Below the Ribbon. And now it's below the ribbon and you've got all this room here to add shortcuts, and it's not going to bang heads with the name of the file. You can easily just as quickly hit the Customize Quick Access Toolbar button and show it above the ribbon, but I'd like to show it below. Now, in addition to showing the Quick Access Toolbar below the ribbon, I'd like you to click the Customize Quick Access Toolbar button again and to turn on more options than just Save, Undo and Redo. I'm going to click New, and now I have a button to make a new document or a new presentation quickly. I'm going to click the Customize Quick Access Toolbar button again and turn on Open. And I'm going to turn on Print, Print Preview, Spelling, and lastly I'll turn on Open Recent File. Now you only have to do this once. Once this toolbar is customized, when you log off and log back on, it should appear as you left it. So you only have to do this once. So lastly, Open Recent File. Now in addition to these commands listed here, there are more commands in Publisher. So I'm going to click the More Commands button. This is your Quick Access Toolbar as it stands at the moment. And what you can do is you can rearrange commands that currently exist on your toolbar. For example, this Open Recent File, I really want it to sit under Open. So I'm going to click the Move Up button and move this command up so it's sitting under Open. Now in addition to this collection of commands, I want to add more commands. And these are the commands that Microsoft deem as popular commands. Now what I'm after is not actually under popular commands, so I'm going to change this to all commands. Then when I click on this list and scroll down, you can see that these are all the commands in Publisher, and there's a huge amount of commands. What I'm after are a couple of buttons. For example, I may want to email this publication as a PDF attachment, so I might click this command and I might add it. I might also want to scroll further down and choose another command, Save as Other Format, so I'm getting down to the S's. And here it is here. Save as Other Format is easily distinguished by the triangle at the far right. So I'm going to click a Save as Other Format and I'm going to add that as well. And so I've added those two commands to my Quick Access Toolbar. Now this save I'd like sitting under this save. So I'm just going to click the Move Up button and move it up. And I'm happy with the rest. So I'm just going to click OK, and I'll see those changes take effect on my Quick Access Toolbar as soon as I click OK. And I've customized my Quick Access Toolbar. Now another way to customize your Quick Access Toolbar is simply to right click a button. So if I went to Insert, for example, and I did a lot of inserting of pictures, then I'd right click Picture and I'd add that to my Quick Access Toolbar. And now I have a cool button that I can just click whenever I want to insert a picture from File, and I never have to leave the Home tab. So you can also do that. You can also right click and easily remove a button from the Quick Access Toolbar as well. Now in addition to the Quick Access Toolbar, I've mentioned the ribbon, and that's this big huge panel that runs across the top of your screen. Now the ribbon is divided into various groups. This is the clipboard group, and it's written there. This is the font group in this area here, and this is the paragraph group in this area here. Now some of these groups also have a little arrow in the bottom right corner. That means that they have a dialog box launcher. So let me just do an example. I'm just going to draw a text box. I'm just going to add a title. Now when I select that title, if what I want is immediately apparent in this group, such as increasing its size, That's fine. But if what I want is not immediately apparent in this group, then I hit the Font Dialog Box launcher. And this launches the old Publisher Font Dialog Box. And here I've got all sorts of options, such as shadow, outline, emboss, engrave, and those sorts of commands are not on the ribbon. So if you're looking for something and it's not in a group, then you may have to go for the Dialog Box launcher. And this is the Font Dialog Box launcher. If I cancel that, that's that done. Now the other thing is the ribbon often gets minimized or lost, and how people effectively are doing that is they're clicking on a tab in the ribbon, but they're clicking twice, they're double clicking. If I double click home, I lose the ribbon. If I double click home, I get the ribbon back. So if that happens to you by accident or otherwise, if you lose your ribbon, just note that you must have double clicked one of these tabs and simply double click to bring it back. Now the ribbon can also be customized should you choose to. You could create your own tab called Kathy or whatever your name is, and you could add your own groups and your own commands. So for example, if I click on File in the ribbon, also known as the backstage, I can go into Options, and from there I can go into Customize the ribbon. And what we have here, here's the Home tab, the Insert tab, the Page Design tab, just like Home, Insert and Page Design. And you can create your own new tab and name it whatever you like. And you can also add new groups to it and name it. And you can add your own commands to that particular ribbon tab. But what I want to do is simply turn on the Developers tab. In the list of tabs there's one called Developer, and by default it's not ticked, and it doesn't actually show in your ribbon by default. But as soon as I tick Developer and I click OK, suddenly we have this new tab called Developer. And that's mainly for people who like to work with code and like to work with macros. So if that's you, turn on your Developers tab.